The Lagos State government has announced the closure of some sections of the Third Mainland Bridge for 5 weeks, starting from Monday, the 6th of November 2023. According to Shola-Giwa, Special Advisor on Transportation to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, repair works have started on some section of the road. He said the repair work is at the section connecting Oworoshoki to Adekunle and the Lagos Island. Giwa added that starting from the 20th of November, the second phase of the renovation will commence. Also, the Federal Controller of Works for Lagos State, Olukorede Kesha, has appealed to drivers to use alternate routes in order to prevent traffic congestion, as extensive repairs of the Adekunle exit of the Third Mainland Bridge are scheduled to commence immediately. Shola-Giwa joins us now to provide more information on the ongoing repairs on the Third Mainland Bridge. Good to have you here today.
Thank you very much, Aaron. It's my pleasure to see you.
Yes. When this was announced, I sat with a group of people and we lamented, literally, that the government, once again, was not fair to the people because the bridge, this particular bridge, was closed a while back for close to about 7 months. And the extent of work that was done did not in any way commensurate with the time it was closed. The railings were not done, patchy works were actually done, and people said, why would you take Lagosians through so much pain only for this to happen? Hence, we are where we are again, getting back to that point whereby we have to close the bridge again and inconvenience Lagosians, also putting on the heels that at a certain time, the Akpongpong Bridge was closed for close to more than a year. Why can't we be more sensitive to the people? Let me start on that note, to feel the pain that Lagosians go through and the man hours that is wasted time and time again on every given day in traffic.
Thank you very much, Aaron. I think we need to look at it in two words.
Okay.
Number one, we are a subnational.
Okay.
These bridges are owned by the federal government, and they have a budgeting system. So the last one you spoke about, you see, these bridges have been there for like forever. Yes. And then the maintenance culture is a major issue. So the joints are stressed and they needed to be replaced. So that first one that you spoke about was it's an extra kind of job that was done on it. And there was no provision, according to them, there was no provision in their budget for the resurfacing. Okay. Now, coming up to this one, even the Akpongpong Bridge, and I must stress this at this point that the Akpongpong Bridge issue was man-made. And that's why, so I'm still going to talk about that man-made issue that we have. And please, I must say a very big thank you to the Federal Ministry of Works, especially the new minister that is focusing on our bridges and say we have to do this. You see, if this was council, I know if you remember, they were about to do it about 3 weeks ago, then they changed it again. And the minister said, if we do this, we might not be able to come here, get the appropriation for it to do next year. Why? The money is there right now. Let's fix it. And for us in Lagos State, we are prepared. So moving forward, what they've decided to do right now is that they want to make sure that this road are fixed. So we now say, okay, you cannot do everything in the stretch, coming back to the people in the stretch. So what we intend to do, so what we agreed with them is that they will do the ramp first, that is the ramp of the Adeniji ramp, and then the Ebutemeta ramp, while there will still be free flow of traffic. And by the time another 3 weeks, they do the other side of the ramp too, that is exit those ramps. Then sometimes next year, the money is there. Then by that time, we would have planned and fixed all the alternative routes for people, even though right now the alternative route for this, we started the enforcement, but really the alternative routes are good. So it's the buses, people selling on the road that we are vigorously pursuing now that will make the work easy. So it's not something, and then, like I said, for us in Lagos, our success is our albatross. People keep coming, we provide infrastructure, there's no visa, there's no boundary. So we allow people to come. Lagos is working for them, so we expect people to come in. And I must give you this, if you look at the vehicular density of Lagos, compare that with that of the nation, the average vehicular density of Lagos is about 422 vehicles per kilometer of road. The average of Nigeria is 30.
Wow.
Yes, that is the truth. So when you see all those, it's just like you going to New York. You know, you'd rather go to New York and get on their cab or you go on a bus than take your vehicle. So that's where we are going to. And what this government is doing, we are putting in place an integrated intermodal transportation system. You use the waterways, you use the rail, and then you use the big buses or taxis. So that's the way to go. However, for this closure, we have put in the necessary process, let me put it like that, to make sure that Lagosians will drive seamlessly, and knowing that December is coming, it's the festive period, and we don't want people to get stuck in traffic. All right.
I love that you use the example of a city like New York, because round the clock you experience, or rather you witness, quality service delivery, quality roads and so forth. Why do we wait until the point of deterioration? Why do we wait until the point of, things going viral, videos going viral, of complaints and so forth, before we're able to give attention to, it's not just the third mainland bridge, it's across Lagos State. When can we get to a culture of maintaining our roadworks in a good condition, as opposed to waiting for, almost the point of calamity before we now kind of start running helter-skelter to solve it?
A valid point you've made. And that's why we continuously tell the people that this infrastructure is yours. Own it. The governor just delivered about 2 flyovers in the last 1 week for Lagosians. And what we keep saying is that this infrastructure is yours. It is built with your own money, with the people's with taxpayers' money. Why not own it? Don't sell on it. So for the past 3 weeks now, we have been clearing buses and vehicles, even private vehicles parked on the bridge. If you go to a Butte row, for the past 2 weeks, they're not there again because but how long do we have to keep clamping people's car? We have car parks in Marina, CMS, all those places. People want to park. People do not even want to walk. So we have to. So for me, it's about the culture of owning the infrastructure, the culture of knowing that this is for me. And like I said, this government. So say where you're going. Another thing you're not looking at. Lagos is 2 meters below the sea level, and there's no way that. And then most of the roads are constructed with tar. So water and oil do not mix. So when it's raining season, we'll see this failure, and we're always preparing for this. So you see flash floods and all that. However, most of the flood is caused by even our people that are dumping waste in the sewage or blocking the canals. So with the environment, last mile, everybody, we are trying to say zero tolerance to any indiscipline in Lagos. So right now, law and order is what the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Shola, is telling everybody. We have to make sure that we return to a society of law and order, and there's zero tolerance to indiscipline. All
right, I would like to ask a very pertinent question.
Yes.
How do we resolve this whole state roads, federal roads? Because Lagosians would always feel that Lagos earns enough money to be able to ensure that we have seamless roads across the state. But what you and I know that is not even possible because jurisdiction does not entirely lie in the hands of Lagos State. Yes, so how do we, and also there have been talks about previous governments insisting, I don't want to mention name, previous governments insisting that these roads are federal roads. So we do not have the powers to do them. And when they were in the position of authority in the federal, nothing was still done to those roads. And how do we have that synergy to ensure that these roads, regardless of jurisdiction, is actually motorable? Because it's unfortunate that state roads are motorable, federal roads in Lagos State are not entirely motorable.
Oh, thank you very much. It still gets back to what I'm saying. So it's about synergy. And I said we want to give kudos to the present Minister of Works. Okay,
what is he doing differently that other ministers have not done?
So right now they're doing a lot of roads in Lagos State right now, and a lot of intervention is coming on our roads. So the way this thing works is that if they don't budget for it in their own ministry, there's no way they can do it. And if we have to go and we'll have to probably get the consent of the president to be able to do it for us to get back a refund. And you know what the issue of refund has been. So we know. So the only thing we do is that we carry out palliatives on this road with our own public works. Okay. Because Lagosians do not know this is a federal road, this is a state road. The governor is sitting down as the #1 citizen and is promised to Lagosians that they will have a safe place where they can live and do their business and be be comfortable. That is the promise of the governor. You understand? And so he would have to go out of his way to make sure that this road, say you want to talk about this road now, Papa Oshodi Express Road, we go there and do some palliatives. And then, like for example, what the federal government did is Papa Oshodi is that they went to the PPP arrangement with Dangote, and they're doing that road. And you even see the Sukuk 4 is coming up also. We've done the Sukuk 3 for. So the federal government is doing a lot for Lagos. Of course, we still want more because why? What Lagos State is actually adding to the GDP of the state, of the nation, is very huge.
True.
And like I said, our albatross is what we're doing. The government, Sanwo-Olu, using his team Agendas Plus, is moving Lagos State forward. And then we need to move on. So the next level is where we're going. And we will always strive to give you the best in Lagos State. Like now, we've deployed about 100 last man men entirely from our pool to make sure that this alternative road is motorable.
Just quickly, in 20 seconds before you go, just itemize again and just reiterate some of those things concerning the roads, the blockages, and the rest of them.
So, very simple. The first one starts today. We are going to block the ramp of Adekunle to Oronshoki. So you cannot go to Adekunle from Oronshoki. And then you cannot go to Adekunle from Lagos Island, starting from today, that's for one way. So those of you that are, those people that are going, the same one is there. If you are heading, motorists from Lagos Island heading to Ebute Metta would have to divert to Iluboni to connect Kata Bridge, Kata Bridge is the Idumota Bridge. Yeah. And you go to Ido and connect, you connect there from Ido, you go to Macaulay, okay. And that takes you to what? Motorists that are from VI can go to Bonicam to Onikon, Marina Bridge to Akpongbon. You understand it? And leave a Papa Road to go to the railway compound to come out at Glover. So that is what we have right now. Right. Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully that gives us some smooth sailing to the December period. Thank you so much, Shola-Giwa, Special Advisor on Transport to Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having us.